No, pues, wow. Prepárate, porque lo que estás a punto de ver no es una serie de Netflix, es la vida real. Y como buen thriller, aquí sobra el sarcasmo, la intriga y hasta un poquito de indignación legal. ¿Quieres morbo? ¿Análisis psicológico? ¿Salseo jurídico? Quédate, porque esto va de un escenario que ni el mejor guionista se hubiera atrevido a firmar. Un menor, Jerónimo Barba Ugalde, una orden de restricción, el aeropuerto de Los Ángeles y Javier Seriani. Sí, ese, Javier Seriani. Pero espera, eso no termina ahí. Tenemos alegatos legales, jueces, terapeutas escolares y sobre todo una pregunta que nadie quiere responder. ¿Dónde queda la ética cuando la fama y los likes valen más que la salud mental de un niño? ¿Y tú qué opinas? ¿Esto es libertad de expresión o un peligro disfrazado de espectáculo? Así que si quieres descubrir hasta dónde puede llegar el lado oscuro de los medios y la legalidad, dale like, suscríbete y activa la campanita, porque aquí se encienden los reflectores donde nadie más se atreve. ¿Listo para indigar en la mente y la ley? Vamos a desenmascarar la verdad. A continuación, el salseo en vivo y a todo color entre Jerónimo, su abogado, y el abogado de Javier Seriani. Y por supuesto, la manda más, la juez.
Good morning, Your Honor. Clark Bronstein appearing on behalf of Javier Seriani. Your Honor, at the outset, I filed a request.
Gotta get the paperwork, so I know what I'm talking about. Okay, number 14. Number 14. All right. Okay, and then I gotta write your name.
Petition. Raise your right hand, please. Thank you. Do you solemnly state that the testimony you may give in the cause now pending before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you.
And for the record, I have counsel, right there, next to your, I have counsel for the respondent appearing here in court tonight. Counsel for the petitioner is here, the petitioner is present, the petitioner is a minor. This is a civil harassment restraining order. The request was made on July 7th, first order was granted. A request to continue was filed. And then in opposition to that request to continue with file. Mr. Bogart, this is the first time that the parties are appearing. Therefore, by statute, respondent has a statutory right to represent. I cannot deny the request. However, Mr. I want to make sure I say the name. Bronstein, is that correct, sir?
Yes, Bronstein.
Bronstein, you are asking for 120 days, which the court thinks is excessive.
Well, Your Honor, if I may, with the reasonable time standard, it's reasonable considering these facts. Mr. Munoz, who is the stepfather of the petitioner here, he previously filed the restraining order over these very similar statements that was heard in LA Superior Court by Judge Birdsong. She determined when we filed our slap motion that these statements were a matter of public concern and dismissed this entire matter. So I filed a notice of related cases, which Judge Birdsong has 20 days to rule on that. Additionally, we intend to file a new special motion to strike, which requires by statute and law to be heard at least 30 days prior to any trial in this matter under the code section. And since we have to transcribe and translate 3 YouTube videos. My client's a journalist. to prepare for that, I have a trial that starts in 2 weeks as well. So base those rather than keep coming back. I'd rather have one date, but if this court wants to continue it out, I can happily file another motion to explain where we are on this process. Or if Judge Birdsong has taken it, because she did already make a factual determination that the statements on March 10th by my client relating Geronimo, the petitioner, were a matter of public concern. And they failed to advise the court when they filed this.
So I'm very familiar with Judge Birdsong's ruling in that case. I'm familiar with the motion in that case. I'm familiar with the arguments that were made in that case. Because of what you just said, counsel, the 120 days the court just feels is just, the court is not opposed to, and the court does not think it's unreasonable to give you 90, which would still fit within everything that you have to do. And because a lot of the things that you're arguing was addressed in the prior case, so it's not like you're starting from scratch. So the court feels that 90 days is sufficient. I'm pretty sure that that's over petitioner's objection, but the court will find good cause based on the allegations that are being made in this case and the potential for possible constitutional rights and violations. And so the court will give you a continuance for 90 days, which the court feels is sufficient, and the TRO that was issued will remain in effect for those 90 days. However, I think the issue and the concern that I think, and I don't want to put words in counsel's mouth, but the petitioner of the court has, is apparently there is still commentary being made on the YouTube site, and the court has not made a ruling as to is this protected speech under this or not. But the respondent is still engaging in this commentary. With that being said, Mr. Bogart, I did not see anything in the restraining order that requested that the respondent, whose name I don't want to mess up, be, I want to make sure I see this, that the respondent cease and desist making any kind of commentary, social media, statements, or anything regarding the petitioner. I don't think a judge would have granted that because that's very broad and that would be a violation of the First Amendment. So I don't know what is being said. So I don't know if what is being said would constitute harassing behavior versus First Amendment. It's just that he cannot harass them. He cannot attack, molest, right? He cannot contact them. So short of somebody telling me what is being said, and I think that's the underlying issue, I think I can't address it until we have to hear it.
And Your Honor, state lawyers need to be careful about saying, I understand now, as if that is acquiescing to everything that's been said. So I appreciate your comments. Mr. Seriani comments on Geronimo almost every day in his videos. What the court has been asked to look at now in this hearing are not any comments that were made in March or April or May of 2025. And Judge Birdsong's ruling, we're appealing that ruling. What we're asking for the court to determine at the next harassment hearing is whether or not Mr. Seriani is engaged in harassment and whether or not he should be restrained from the same.
And I understand that, and I believe what counsel or the respondent is arguing, though, is that, and that's what the court has to hear, is that he does it, even though he's a minor, based on the information that I'm aware of. I don't have everything, I didn't want to deep dive because I have to come through this with a fresh look. That his family, especially his mother, is a young figure, and I don't know what is being said about him. Depending on what is being said about him, maybe he's a speech or not. There are other issues. Maybe because he's a minor, maybe he doesn't have himself out there. I have not received a reply because I have not received their anti-draft motion. And I would expect to receive all of that, but for now, we are going to continue the matter. He has the statutory right. So we're looking at 90 days, so we're looking at about in October, the end of October, Mr. Bronstein. So that would,
That's
would be October 27th. Is that gonna work for you, work for your client? What if,
We'll make it work, Your Honor.
I'm asking Mr. Bernstein.
Your Honor, is it possible to move it? I have a arbitration hearing that's starting that day. Is it possible to move it a week earlier
Sure, but you're gonna.
or a
do
week
that
later? A week later, or a week earlier, whatever is easier for you.
As soon as my clerk comes back, I will let you know. I think it will be a week later. That way, there should be no issue because I would like to go forward.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So I'm thinking, let's see, October 27th, we're thinking putting it out into November, November 9th? November 9th,
That's a Sunday.
okay, November 10th,
November 10th works, Your Honor.
November 10th, council.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, I had a Judge Fruin. Counsel.
Okay, Mr. Goldberg will give you a copy of your today. Please, in this court, if there's something you think you're going to want to show me, if you anticipate that there are going, if you don't know what I'm going to know, any evidence that you anticipate showing me, please make sure the other side has it first. If you're going to play any audio, please make sure that it's transcribed and given to me. Not the audio itself, because you can't upload it into the system, but make sure you have a copy of the transcription for the other parties and for the court. Given the nature of this case, on the next court date, I would prefer the parties all being in court. It's hard to do a hearing via Court Connect. My policy is if you're going to have more than 10 documents, make sure it's uploaded to the system. The reason is I read everything, like I read everything before I came out here. But when we do the hearing, I'm asking you to take the 10 motion. If we're going to argue that motion, please make sure it's filed and it's revised filed as soon as possible. Because my intention is to have the hearing on that day.
We're going to hear both.
Understood, Your Honor.
But make sure, like, I would suggest following the 10 days prior.
So that the continued harassment.
Your Honor, if
Mr. Gilbert, yes. First.
Continued harassment hearing will go forward on the same day as the slap hearing.
So what will happen is I will probably get a slap motion first because that will determine if we should even go forward or not. And then if I deny the motion, then we will have the harassment hearing. If I grant the motion, then clearly there can be a harassment hearing. Okay?
Yes,
All right. Anything else for you, Mr. Gilbert?
no, Your Honor.
Do you waive any further notice?
I do.
Anything else for you, Mr. Bronstein?
no, Your Honor.
Do you waive any further notice, sir?
I waive notice, Your Honor.
Thank you. I will see everybody on November 4th.
All right, thank you.
Don't leave the document.
Aquí la situación, el mero mole, cómo estuvo la audiencia de hoy, familia, donde Seriani no apareció, él lo confirma que no estuvo presente porque tenía trabajo pautado, pero sin embargo, tengo mucho más. ¿Qué son las graves acusaciones que le han interpuesto a Seriani? ¿Qué es lo que dice Ana Bárbara? ¿Qué dice Jerónimo? No, familia, eso va para más. ¿Qué opinas tú? Ya a mí también encendida con mucho neón para comentar. Recuerda que es muy importante que te suscribas, que marques la campanita para no perderte ni un episodio más, ni siquiera la segunda parte de este caso que está fuertísimo, fuertísimo. Estamos hablando de un menor de edad. ¿Ok? Comparte el chisme, compártenos, dale like y acompáñenos en el próximo.